Menu narration option is set to off.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns on EA Sports.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. Last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
That's complete to Brown over the middle. That'll to be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Here we go. Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 0 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Charlie Jones. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On first down, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 11 empty.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Watson on 3rd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year and going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Higgins goes in motion right. 12. play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the right sideline, Ja'Marr Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase, 87 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Watson looks to throw again. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them, and, you know, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan, and they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board, and in the end, this group, they came together, found people to really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
Again, it's Watson. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how his first half will come to an end. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ja'Marr Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Flush to his right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11 common.
Burrow looking to pass.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now it's Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Watson.
He'll get this to Bell.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Chubb will get the call running left.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Watson on 1st down.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 31 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns team. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game. And that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Deshaun Watson and the Browns back to the field.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them
There he goes, left side. Escapes the defender. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals getting set to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far. It got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Christian Watson.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right?
Accelerating, and off he goes.
Chubb.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11 MT, take. 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
Taking it right down Broadway.
He's to the 15.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here